The Road Commission for Oakland County recently hosted a public information meeting on improvements to Baldwin Road.
The Orion Arts Center hosted one of its most popular shows of the year where artists were encouraged to turn trash into treasure.
An impressive collection of Corvettes was on display at Canterbury Village to raise money for a good cause.
And the library hosted an event that encouraged students to continue their love of reading throughout the summer.
Hello, I'm John Atwater.
And I'm Bria Brown, and we'll have these stories and more on this edition of ONTV News.
As Orion residents deal with the aggravation from road construction delays on M24, residents are now bracing themselves for more construction slated for Baldwin Road in 2017. On Wednesday, June 15th, the Road Commission for Oakland County hosted the latest in a series of public information meetings on proposed improvements to Baldwin Road. Beginning in 2017, construction will take place from Morgan Road just north of I-75 to Walden Road.
Through a series of those public meetings, the public really determined that they wanted to go with a narrower boulevard type of intersection, and in order to not have to widen that out so we have the full widened median where we can make trucks and everything get around on the Michigan left turn, the indirect lefts. The only other solution with the narrow boulevard is to turn them then in roundabouts. So we've proposed a roundabout corridor, and that was what came out as the environmental assessment as the preferred alternative. So now we've gone far enough down design. We know where some of the driveways are going to be. We know what the details of the project are going to be, and we wanted to share that with the public, get their input, answer their questions, give them some educational opportunities. I've already talked to several people about roundabouts here today and answered some of their questions, and that's the intent of today's meeting.
Blust told us that Oakland County ranks among the safest counties in the nation when it comes to traffic accidents, and that roundabouts have been proven to alleviate congestion and reduce fatalities.
We take safety extremely seriously. With the roundabouts, the typical roundabout reduces crashes, particularly serious injury crashes, by over 75%, and fatality and debilitating crashes by over 90%. They do all that while handling more traffic than our most intelligent traffic systems that we can use with our cameras and our computer-aided signals and everything. So they're just a win-win situation.
Road Commission Vice Chair Eric Wilson reassures residents that short-term aggravation will be worth the long-term benefits of the proposed improvements to Baldwin Road.
We are, Joe. We're anticipating the opportunity for the citizens of Baldwin and Oakland County to see a vast improvement in the traffic flow and the business of the community. The citizens of Orion have been waiting for this development 30 plus, 40 years, 50 years, and to see it come to fruition is really going to be a joy. Now, it's going to be an aggravation, and I apologize for the delay that people are going to have the next several years, couple years. When it gets done, it's going to be like nice, smooth roads that we can travel on in Orion Township, business community, a walkable community. As you know, Joe, you look, the safety paths are in there. That's important for the Township of Orion, for the citizens. And Orion's a family community. This is about families. This is about people being able to get out, walk about, do their business, and enjoy the community.
According to MDOT's website, RestoreM24.com, the ongoing construction that's taking place on Lapeer Road should be wrapped up by November of this year. So if all goes according to plan, the two projects should not overlap. If you have any questions or concerns about the Baldwin project, you can call 248-858-4804 or visit rcocweb.org.
Throughout the year, the Orion Arts Center hosts numerous art shows at its location in downtown Lake Orion. Recently, the Arts Center teamed up with Waste Management to kick off its most popular show of the year. On Friday, June 17th, the Orion Arts Center held an opening reception for its popular Recreate Recycled Art Show. The theme of this year's show was metamorphosis and encouraged artists of all ages to create work from items that might otherwise find its way into the trash.
Actually, that is part of it, the variety. In fact, it makes it extremely difficult to jury because of the various kinds of art that come in. But it's also the conceptual, the whole notion that they're putting together pieces that have to do with a display of art that says something about our need to be careful about the planet. It's just an important and fun kind of show, and that's what I like about it.
The annual show originated in 2009 when the Art Center teamed up with Waste Management. Ribbons are handed out in a variety of categories, including youth and adult, and Waste Management offers cash prizes.
A lot of people often think Waste Management, we like to see the stuff go in the landfill, but that's so contrary to who we really are as a corporate culture. We're really working hard to drive sustainability, to awaken social consciousness to the need to reduce, reuse, and recycle. And doing this Recreate Art show is just a fabulous way to get that message out there. We can be really creative with found objects and recycled items when we put our mind to it.
The Orion Art Center is looking for children ages 6 to 12 to sign up for 3 camps scheduled to take place in July. Nature Camp runs July 11th through the 14th, Hippie Camp runs July 18th through the 21st, and Cartooning Camp runs July 25th through the 28th. Call 248-693-4986 for more information, or you can register online by visiting orionartcenter.org.
As the car cruise season continues here in the Orion area, Corvette enthusiasts came out for one local car show that also acted as a fundraiser. ONTV's Joe Johnson was at the event and brings us the story.
On Saturday, June 11th, more than 100 Corvettes ranging from vintage to the latest models were on display during the GMC Corvette Set's 12th annual Corvette Fest at Canterbury Village. Judges can be seen wandering the grounds, scrutinizing the cars on display with awards handed out later in the day.
Well, it's a different breed because it's America's sports car. And ever since it first came out in early 50s, I mean, it's been one of those things that it's American, it's power, it's speed, it's handling, it's different than other cars on the road. In fact, I'm told Chevrolet just sold almost a record number of Corvettes in the 2015 model year. So it's pretty exciting, and they always get better and better.
Attendees paid an entry fee to help cover the cost of the event and raise funds for Leader Dogs for the Blind, headquartered in Rochester Hills. There was also a silent auction to help contribute to the total raised.
Well, we have always been chosen Leader Dogs of the Blind as our primary charity. And so every year we've tried to expand what we do for Leader Dogs, either in terms of what we collect at our meetings, and of course we have our silent auction, which is exclusively Leader Dogs for the Blind. Last year we raised just over $7,000 at the auction. So every year we set a new target for us.
This is an amazing event. We are so excited that the GMC Corvette Set supports us each year, and we love coming out to this event to support them. Bring the puppies out here, check out the awesome silent auction items, the amazing cars. It's an amazing event that brings in over $7,000 a year for us, which benefits our programs and services, which are provided to our clients at absolutely no cost.
Rochester Hills resident Larry Dixon is no stranger to Corvette Fest. His 1961 Little Red Corvette came into the family in 1972 in pieces. Larry and his father began restoring it in 1999, but sadly, Larry's father passed away only 2 weeks after restoration was complete in 2001. The car obviously has a lot of sentimental value, and Larry told us he enjoys driving it to car cruises.
I get a lot of very positive comments, a lot of thumbs up, and a lot of photos. There are times I wish there were a way I could make some money off the photos, but I've had literally thousands of pictures taken of the car in the last 10 years. I'm a member of the car club, so we like to put it on because we like Corvette owners. They're just a great group of people. They like the same things we like in terms of cars. We always meet great people here every year, and we're just thrilled to put it on. We like the venue. I think it's the best venue for Corvette shows in the area.
Corvette buffs come from other states to attend the show. Illinois residents Don and Margaret Spires brought their stunning 1998 Corvette, which they turned into a military tribute car. The purple accents, right down to the lug nuts, were inspired by their wedding colors.
We've turned it into a military tribute car. My husband's a former Marine who served in Vietnam. And as you can see on the back, we have all the military branches painted on there. Iwo Jima with the flag raising is in the engine compartment. And we drive this car everywhere we go. She's got over 80,000 miles on her.
Lake Orion's own Bobby Keys enjoys attending the Barrett-Jackson auction in West Palm Beach, Florida. In April of this year, he brought home this unique creation. Customizers stretched a fiberglass replica 1957 Corvette body over a C5 chassis and engine. The end result certainly turns heads.
Resto rotting is a new thing, and it's becoming very popular. And it just kind of draws its own crowd every day. So it does that whether you take it to a dealership, anywhere you park it, it'll draw a crowd pretty quick. It's a great environment. Canterbury Village has been up in this neighborhood for years and years, and just the layout is very easy to get the Corvettes. We don't have to worry about it if it rains. It's a great area. It's easy to get to, and there's a lot of extra parking for people to show up and be able to participate and see the cars. So yeah, it's a great show. These guys do a wonderful job.
For information on other upcoming car shows, visit gmccorvetteset.com. From Canterbury Village in Orion Township, this is Joe Johnson reporting for ONTV News.
Thanks, Joe. The Orion Veterans Memorial has become a gathering place for the community on several occasions throughout the year, including Memorial Day and September 11th. Recently, visitors were encouraged to drop by for a more casual event. On Saturday, June 11th, about a dozen veterans gathered at the Orion Veterans Memorial and invited residents to drop by for some coffee with a vet. The concept originated about 5 years ago thanks to Memorial Manager Bob Watros. Local sponsors donated food and refreshments, and visitors are encouraged to tour the memorial and its monuments. And of course, veterans were willing to sit down and share their stories about serving our country.
I would hope that they come away with an intense desire of patriotism, respect for all the lives that have been lost since the Battle of Concord and Lexington in 1775 until the present, which covers hundreds of thousands of lives, 1.3 million. And they died for the freedom that we enjoy and take so easily for granted. And have them really learn about the history of this country, which we call the home of the free because of the brave.
The next opportunity to sit down with veterans at the memorial will take place on Saturday, June 25th, which happens to fall on the same weekend as the Lions Club Jubilee in downtown Lake Orion. Veterans will be available from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. at the Orion Veterans Memorial on M24 between Heights and Odana.
The school year has come to an end, but that doesn't mean your child's love of reading has to as well. Recently, the Orion Township Public Library hosted an event that encouraged kids to read throughout the summer. On Saturday, June 11th, the Orion Township Library hosted its annual Summer Reading Kickoff event. Area families were invited to come to the library to sign up for the program and were encouraged to stick around to enjoy activities, food, music, and more. The theme of this year's event was physical fitness and sports, and kids could be found taking on an obstacle course or having fun in a bounce house. Library Director Karen Knox explained how the summer reading program works.
As you read along through the summer, you get to keep track and win prizes. So we have all sorts of prizes that you can win as you read so many books. You check in with the librarians periodically and they will give you your prizes, and we have some grand prizes that you can win at the end of the summer as well. And the whole goal is just to keep everybody reading all summer long and have a lot of fun with it.
Unlike Battle of the Books, there is no required reading list. Participants can choose any book they'd like.
No required reading at all. Just read what you like, read what you're comfortable with, read something new if you want to try something new, read something old if that's what your favorite happens to be. So there's no requirements as far as that goes. We just track how many books you read, how much time you spend reading, that sort of thing.
If you missed the kickoff event, it's not too late to get involved. Visit orionlibrary.org to sign up today. The event comes to an end on Saturday, August 13th.
The Orion Area Chamber of Commerce encourages young people to start businesses of their own. Recently, the Chamber helped one of its young entrepreneurs celebrate a grand opening. On Thursday, June 9th, representatives of the Chamber gathered at the Legacy Center in Oxford to celebrate the grand opening of Cracked Electronic Repair. Owner Alex Chudzinski discovered a talent for phone repair around the time the iPhone 4 hit the market in 2010. He got a $300 loan from his mother, and next thing he knew, he was an entrepreneur.
When I was, say, 9th grade, 9th to 10th grade, I started charging people. I basically did it, you order the parts, I just charge you labor. And then after some horrible jobs working at some places I don't want to say the names of, I kind of decided that if I invested my money into some parts and kept some stuff in stock, I could charge a little more, and I can turn it into a business and make some more money off of it.
Alex went from working at home to having a cubicle in an office building on Indian Wood Road to having a storefront at the Legacy Center in Oxford. He told us he has benefited from being a member of the Chamber and took part in the Chamber's Business Expo in May.
It means a lot because without people's support I wouldn't be here. I would probably still just be working that horrible job that I hate. I wouldn't have had any really ambition to do anything for myself, and seeing all these people, all these business owners, seeing how happy they are just made me want to do it for myself.
Alex does more than just fix cracked screens. He also fixes charging ports, buttons, and even water damage. If you have a smartphone that needs repair, you can reach him through his Facebook page, or you can give him a call at 248-420-0016.
The Chamber held another ribbon cutting on Wednesday the 15th for a new business opening in Lake Orion. Honest to Goodness is a specialty restaurant that serves healthy foods and uses natural ingredients. General Manager Daniel Melhose and proprietor Amy Harris are excited to open this unique restaurant.
A specialty breakfast restaurant. We have a raw juice and fresh smoothie bar. It's more gourmet and eclectic. And the one thing that really differentiates us from the competitors is the fact that we primarily serve natural ingredient foods.
Yeah, we're really unique, even not just to the Lake Orion Oxford community, but to the whole kind of Metro Detroit area, because we're the first kind of restaurant to combine like cafe, smoothie, juice bar with a full service restaurant. Most of the places you will go to will be either or. We're not just unique to the community, we're kind of unique to the whole area, and we hope to gain a unique following that people travel out to us and give them a good experience.
Honest to Goodness is a wonderful place to eat breakfast and smoothies. I've been waiting for them to open since Amy came into the door at the Chamber and said that she was opening this restaurant and was explaining the concept. I thought it was it sounded like a really unique idea, something that Lake Orion needed, and a really good place for people to come from out of town to come and get really healthy, delicious, pancakes and waffles and all kinds of yummy, good, nutritious things.
I think the new restaurant addition for Orion's fantastic. I love the diversity that we're finding coming to the Orion area. It's something, as being born and raised here, it's something we've lacked over the years, and having a healthy option within the community for food and smoothies is something that is very welcome and well received by the community already. I think they're going to do very well here.
Honest to Goodness is located at 1166 South Lapeer Road. You can visit their website at htgbreakfast.com or visit their Facebook page to learn more. Well, that wraps up this edition of ONTV News. On behalf of everyone here at ONTV, I'm John Atwater.
And I'm Bria Brown. Thanks for watching.